We've got an exciting day today. We are going up to Merritt, which is 3 hours from where I am, to film with a company called Edison Motors. Pretty early in the morning, so it's 6:30. We've got to pack up and get driving and get there hopefully around 10. So we're going to spend the day up there in the snow and check out some electric trucks. I followed them for a couple of years now, and we've been in contact for a little while trying to set this up, so excited to do it, and I gotta get packing. We have the Ronin 4D, lots of batteries, FX3, FX30, couple lenses, a drone, and then just a bag full of audio and other knickknacks and a ton of tripods.
This is a professional film studio. We've got lighting considerations. Edison, we're professional, but about this level of professional.
So, I'm Chase Barber, I'm the founder of Edison Motors, and I am a truck driver.
Got the drone out. We're actually going to fly it inside the tent. Overhead shots of inside the workshop. Wish me luck, I've crashed a drone like this before. We just wrapped up filming with Edison Motors, and I gotta say, a great group of people, awesome product. It's cool to see their facility after following them on YouTube for so long, and be able to chat with them and learn more about their processes and what they're doing, even when it comes to YouTube and stuff like that. Side note, this little clip is because my glasses broke, and if it's not there, this lens falls out, which while driving is pretty dangerous, especially on the Coquihalla. I was up there for probably about 4 or 5 hours, and now heading back down to Vancouver. We're in the editing phase right now. We have to decide what B-roll shots we want to use, what parts of the interview to use to further the story of Edison Motors. A lot of really good footage that I'm really happy with. It was quite run and gun during the day, which I'm totally fine with. I do it on a lot of shoots. We have quite a bit of planning going into shoots, but sometimes they just turn out that you gotta keep up and get the shots that you can. So we're throwing this together. It's looking really good. Super excited for the finished product. Hopefully it benefits the team at Edison Motors to get more investors, to get more attention, to tell their story in a professional light. They have an awesome YouTube channel already, but this is definitely more of a level up in terms of professionalism and storytelling. Yeah, I hope they like it. I guess you'll see if they like it. If they like it, it'll be on their website. If not, it'll just be a fun project that I've done. It's probably been about a 15 to 20 hour edit. Super happy with how it turned out. If I was going to do something different, it would be the audio device used. So we just used the DJI Mic 2. But we used the magnet part, which I'm not a fan of. You see DJI's logo. That's like definitely the one thing I would change in this edit, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Probably would have done a boom mic. It was windy, so you'd have to use a dead cat on there. But really happy with how it turned out. Gonna send it over to them, get their feedback. Wanted to break down this project a little bit. I wanted to make it more of a raw feeling. There are a bunch of truckers out in Merritt, BC, which if you know where that is, it's a smallish little town in between Vancouver and Kamloops and Kelowna kind of area. It's in the interior of BC. So I wanted to make it a raw feeling, use some of that like bluegrass kind of rock music with it, because again, there are a bunch of mechanics and truckers building trucks in a tent right now. The goal of a video like this is to show the viewer why they should care about Edison Motors. Why is it a different brand? Why is it impactful? Why should they invest? Why should they want to buy a truck? Why should they care? A brand story like this is so that you get the entire story, kind of the origin story of a company. And then walk through the future, what the plans are, what's progressing, and what to be excited about. And I think it turned out pretty well. With being very run and gun, it was not a planned out storyboard shoot at all. It was get there and see what happens. And with that in mind, I think it turned out pretty good.
British Columbia, Canada has a rich history of truck manufacturing. Between Kenworth and Vancouver, Pacific, Hayes, Western Star and Kelowna, we built some of the toughest trucks in the world for the most demanding operations that were some of the most reliable, that lasted, that worked, that you could fix and repair. Our mission is to bring that back for the North American customer. That is what we are building at Edison Motors. Those are the values we are bringing. Good manufacturing jobs that pay well, that don't have to get shipped overseas or down south. A truck for the working person, built by the working person. That's what we need back. That's what we're bringing.
Electric vehicles just have better torque and performance. And what we're doing is we're really bringing that to an industry that's just been unable to access this technology, right? I mean, there's electric cars everywhere. So why aren't there electric trucks? Well, I think it's because you need a bunch of truckers to build it.
One of the things I didn't like about electric trucks is that they can't get through a full day. The battery is that's limiting factor. Like, the torque is great, the regen, the recapturing of power is fantastic, but if I can only do a 4 or 5 hour day, that's not going to work for me as a logger. So we realized that hybrid technology has been around since the 1930s in freight trains, and the Laternal log mill that was unloading us was diesel electric. So sitting there looking at that, and we're like, well, why don't we just bring that technology into trucks? So the basic way we designed it is that it's a fully electric truck that carries around its own onboard diesel charger. The batteries get low, generator fires up, recharges it. You have all the advantage of electric, all the efficiency of the electric motors, the power, the torque, everything is fantastic about electric except for the range. So you get the best of electric with the range of diesel.
As a log truck driver in British Columbia, I believe in Edison Motors' approach. The right to repair, against planned obsolescence, and bringing back good quality trucks and manufacturing jobs to British Columbia and Canada. As the director of truck filming at Edison Motors, my goal is to show you everything that we're doing. Transparency, everything good and bad.
Because of what we've been able to harness through social media, we got talent from all across the country, all really across the world. Big supporters that want to help Edison because they believe in our vision on what a product should be, a great truck for the worker, for the trucker.
I oversee all the electrical systems here at Edison Motors, so anything that has an electron in it. The main goal here is to use off-the-shelf parts that are available to all of our customers and to ensure that they fit in our novel design and provide maximum agency to our customers and our users. Compared to working on a huge team to design a small part, being part of a small team designing a huge system, so much fun. Working at Edison Motors is really an engineer's dream because they allow us to do what we do best, which is design cool shit.
The designs aren't meant to be just for looks. They're also very practical. And so with their high hoods and our external air breathers, they offer us better cooling capacity and better efficiency off-road.
My main job is to make sure that the engineers do not screw up and put stuff in stupid places for mechanics in the future. I have worked on every truck under the sun, old, new, and moderately old. I have seen some horrendous things from engineers over the years, like having an air dryer above your drive shaft. And looking at all the new EV technology that is coming out, you can see that engineers are building these trucks, not mechanics. The collaboration between engineers and mechanics here is really good. It's really nice that you're able to pull the engineers out of the office to show them like what you want to do differently for different projects going forward on different trucks. The one reason why I believe in Edison is that I believe in the right to repair your own things. I don't believe it's right that you have to wait 6 weeks for your truck to get repaired at a dealer.
As truck drivers, me and Eric owned a trucking company. We weren't happy with the quality of trucks we were seeing. I saw some of the advantages of electric for logging in our industry. You're going uphill empty, you're coming downhill loaded so you can regen and recapture that power coming down the hill with your logs. But nobody was making an electric truck that suited our needs, and we said, well, screw it. Why don't we build our own electric truck? And me and Eric went to work and we started designing and figuring out, and we looked more and more into it and realized we could, and we built this truck you see behind me here. This is our proof of concept, the very first one, and we took that off. It worked. We refined the design. That's what you see in Topsy, our version 2. We showed that off to some customers. They were happy with it. They're buying trucks, and now we are starting to move into production.
We just build tough trucks, and we love trucks that work and do hard work.
Edison Motors is what happens when you ask a bunch of truck drivers in BC to build their own semi-trucks.